We're on.
Yeah, we're on.
We're on. Well, good morning, everyone. Yes, indeed. It's yet another morning of excitement here in the Killer Bee Nation. Yes, indeed, everyone. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to join, of course, to get on. We've got a swarm this morning in a pear tree. So, guess what? We're going to, yes, indeed. What was that song again, Hosh? La, 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 la. And some killer bees in a pear tree. So anyway, we're here to say we're here to save the day. Oh, and thank goodness Terrence, our buddy who lives here, nipping it in the bud. Like I told him last night on the phone, thank goodness you're catching them before they move down to the shed or up in the eaves of the house, because then it's a lot more dangerous, a lot more expensive. It's just, yeah. So he got it, and he did not like do what a lot of people do, like doing yard work and bring their head up and they're like right here. No, they were out. He and his wife were out looking around and saw the ball or saw some activity and went and went inside. Thank goodness. So we're here to get rid of some killer bees, just like almost every day lately, everyone. Anyway, welcome to the hive. Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy here. Hosh is on the camera. Say good morning, Hosh.
Good morning, Hosh. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Stupidest joke ever. That's a dad joke. Yeah. So we're going to get suited up and save the neighborhood.
We're going to see how well suited we are for it.
So, yeah. And in the spirit of the season.
Oh, goodness sake. Yes, indeed. We have bows. Bows for every... Anyway,
Better not.
Well, I just want to show everybody what we're talking about. Wait, I got the wrong bows. We have these little gift packs at the store, and I got too big of bows, so now we have a lifetime supply of bows.
Oh, yeah? Can we wear them?
Yeah, can we wear them?
Can we wear them?
Who the heck is calling us now? We're so darned important. People are feeling like Glenn Campbell here, right? An offer is coming over the phone. Anyway, bows and bees and pear trees.
So check this out. These bees, right? They're probably not gonna build in there.
We don't know that.
They're looking to move
50-50.
in. We'll find out.
50-50.
What do you think?
Well, it's a 50-50 chance. A weird change in behavior that we've had with Africanized, with these killer bees, is the European bees that we grew up with and liked and loved and all that kind of crap. They would never.
I love the European bees.
And that kind of crap.
I love them.
They would never build on a tree limb in front of God and everybody ever. Whereas now the killer bees, about 50% of the swarms that we're removing from the tree limbs, they're building honeycomb on the tree limb. I mean, right in front of God and everybody. The rain, the wind, it just is so weird. And we have removed swarms. They're not swarms, hives, in like an oleander bush. I remember one time years ago, and these bees had built a comb. I mean, like layer after layer. It was just like a big ass hive you'd see us take out from under a shed or something. It was shocking. Right there in the leaves, and they build around the leaves. They don't move anything. They don't move leaves. They build around them. We got a hatchet that we got that they built comb around. Anything that is in the way, they don't move. They build around it. It's really cool. It's really weird. I remember a closet one time in an old abandoned trailer out here in the desert. I know it's hard to believe. There aren't many of those. And it was full of clothes still. Had clothes hanging in it, like from years and years. And these bees had moved in, these killer bees had moved in the closet. And they built around the folds of the closet. They built in the pockets. It was so cool. Like around the lapel, they had comb it. We have a bee on us already. Wait, we haven't done anything. Jeez. Of course, you know what the reason is we smell like the enemy. I think I have gloves in my pocket here. So when we're in the height of battle, as you guys know, the bees, if it's a really bad one, and we got to kind of keep the roar to a dull roar here, because we're in a neighborhood and we can't have a Nat Geo moment like I told Terrence. Terrence, if you're watching, comment and tell us how the sound is and all that. Welcome everybody, TikTok and YouTube. And we also figured out, I can't believe it, finally figured out the membership button on the YouTube thing. And so go and check that out. We got 3 levels of membership on the Killer Bee Nation. I've been doing this for like years and years. Finally figured that shit out, you know. Because everything, whenever anybody does become a member at whatever level, it really helps us with our day-to-day operations and getting the equipment that we need to keep, you know, the ball rolling here. And so check out our membership levels. We've got 3 levels. The killer drone, of course, the killer worker, of course, and the killer queen bee. With that one, you get a free jar of honey sent to you every month. Yay. And automatically. But I need your address if you become a killer queen at that level. And Sky Hunter, if you're on YouTube, I need your address. So send me your address at killerbeeguy at gmail.com. So anyway, we are...
So these bees, basically, they're either building comb on that tree or they're going to move into somebody's space.
Right.
And we're in a very densely populated area, lots of sheds. I mean, there's a shed right there. They could move under there.
Yeah, well, I told Taryn.
We don't know
Terrence
what
was
they're
glad
gonna
that he
do.
didn't do that. Yeah, exactly. And so we're basically saving the neighborhood here from perpetual problems. Now, there's definitely hives around here. And that's why we tell everyone, if you can get rid of all the hives in your neighborhood, you're going a long way to keeping your neighborhood safe. Because each hive that sets up puts out 30 of these a year. Yeah. You know, back in the day, it'd be 5 or 6 with the European bees. No, these killer bees are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, Hosh is getting our doctor bag and our to-go bucket. You know what we need, right, Hosh? Yeah, therapy and halo and a medal. I don't know in that order or not. So, anyway, welcome everyone. We are, if you're just joining us, I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. This is what we do. We exterminate, we get rid of killer bees. It's all we have here in Arizona. I mean, for a long time. Actually, decades. And now, of course, these killer bees are everywhere else in the country. It's horrifying, actually. They're in all the lower 48 states. So, you know, and they've actually been found in Alberta. So it's kind of horrifying, actually. And they're not nice about it. So, if you check out our pinned vids, especially that one, you said that one went to 750,000 views on TikTok, a pinned vid?
Oh, yeah, World War B is at
World
about
War B.
750,000.
750,000.
World War
yeah.
B.
And, yeah, it was an incident that happened a year ago in Bisbee. And so don't keep bees is what it boils down to. But it was exciting and it was action-packed and fun-filled because live action cam, you know, I didn't even have time to introduce us or nothing. It was like, because when we got there, the police and fire department were running the other way. We barely got our suits on without getting stung. The bees went nuclear. So check out that one. Yeah, it's gone to 750,000 views. We have a few vids though, don't we, hosts, that have gone over like 1 million, 2 million, whatever.
Oh, yeah, from last year.
From last year, we got some vids that went kind of
Got one in there that's
6 million or something.
Something
Isn't that
like
cool?
that. Yeah,
kinda
pretty
fun.
cool. But, you know, it's going to be even bigger this year. So those of you who are in, you know, now, like the membership and stuff, you guys are in on the ground floor, you know?
Yep.
Because this
Oh,
is going to get bigger.
Yeah, it's gonna. Hey, Rod, this is gonna go nuts. Because you know, I'm feeling like Glenn Campbell. You know, an offer's coming over the phone like a rhinestone bee guy. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know what it is with the music this morning, but whatever. I'm in a good mood. The bees. Then after this, we have to go. We'll bring you guys along. We have to go to rescue a church here in Sierra Vista, and so they sent pictures of what they have, and someone had sealed up the hole where the bees were coming and going. And so now the inside of the church is full of bees. I don't mean a little bit, I mean full of bees. It's a really adorable little church. It's not like a big cathedral or something, just a one-room little deal. Very cool. And on the outside, of course, where they sealed up the hole, it's kind of like what happened with the fireman removal that we did, where the fireman was trapped in his home here last week, I guess, wasn't it, Hosh?
Of course, yeah.
Last
It's
week?
happening all over the place.
It's happening a lot. Where
I saw none of this last year.
That's correct.
I saw.
Yeah.
I never saw
Well, we're
this
coming
last
into
year.
a serious swarming season. I mean, now this is the weirdest May in 40 years that I've seen here, because either tomorrow morning or the next morning, it's supposed to be down in like 36, 37 degrees. What? We're in the middle of May. It's normally 100 degrees, hotter than hell. But of course, that's over in Bisbee. Here in Sierra Vista, it'll probably be 45 degrees in the morning. Cool, nice and cool, very pleasant. I'm all for it. But the bees to swarm en masse, because these bees were swarming all winter. Remember that? We had bees, you know, in around Christmas and New Year's that were swarming. It was ridiculous. So these killer bees are We have bees on us already. We haven't done a damn thing.
Yeah, we don't relocate these bees. We
Yeah,
destroy
no,
them.
No. And but part of the major reason for that is there's two primary reasons. Just a ground floor, and one of them is it'd be like taking a landmine from your yard and putting it in someone else's. And secondly, honeybees are invasive to the Western Hemisphere. They don't belong here. So no, we don't relocate. Are you double gloved?
I am.
You're going with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And we got everything we need otherwise? Spray adhesive. I looked second. We got the Pendona. All right. Well, let's go see what's going on. So these bees, we're in Sierra Vista, Cochise County. We're actually in the Wild West. This is the Wild West. This is the last hurrah, and
We're having it.
we're having the last hurrah. These bees certainly are.
Yeah.
They're going to be having the last
Yeah.
hurrah right now.
Now, some bees are good. I know some of you guys are saying you hate bees. And our native pollinators, we're all for them.
Yeah.
The native pollinators are great.
They
And our
belong
native
here.
plants need native pollinators in order to, to reproduce.
So now this is so cool that
But
they
these-
actually, look at this, you guys. They actually, right in the green. Is this beautiful or what? This is a pear tree, apparently. And a killer bee. And what the fuck was that?
That was some kind of dove.
That was a bird.
There was a
Scared
partridge. There was a partridge.
That was a bird, wasn't it? It was actually a bird that took off. So is there a bird nest in here? Yeah, oh, look, gently, come back. Look down, gently. Look down, there's a bird nest with baby birds in it. We're going to save the birds.
Holy cow, Reed.
There's baby birds.
Hey, look at this, gang.
We got to be extremely gentle.
Look at this.
These damn bees will kill a baby bird. Now this puts a whole
So I think that was a dove.
baby birds. God damn these bees. Oh boy, that puts a whole nother. I'm looking for mom around to make sure it is a dove.
Yeah.
Not that it makes any difference. We still have to make it super safe. God, man, we got to be so careful with this.
Can you guys see that? Yeah,
Oh my
you
God!
see
So
'em.
there's two baby birds in that nest.
Interesting. Well, we're not gonna move them. You move baby
No.
birds, you're gonna kill them.
Yeah, you're gonna kill them. We're not gonna move them.
So I
we got to
think
be so
the thing to
gentle.
do here is we've got to
Oh,
hold
how
that
cute.
bin. Yeah, they're very dear.
They're very quiet because they know something's wrong.
Yeah.
That's just instinct. You see that, everybody? Two baby birds. Man, when Mama took off, scared the crap out of me.
So look at this.
I don't know if it's
People
up.
want us to tarp them. So look. So we've got the bees right above the birds.
Right. You know we might do with this
They are
actually,
baby
Hoj?
doves. Yeah. What?
We're gonna put this is gonna be a little bit more difficult. We're gonna protect the birds, the baby bee. So I'm gonna put this bucket.
No, we're not gonna smoke them. Smoke doesn't work.
No,
on
it doesn't
these.
smoke. So I'm
We're
gonna put the bucket up
Yes.
here above them.
Yes.
And then spray
And then I'll
adhesive them.
spray.
And I'm not.
And we're not gonna use poison.
No, we're not gonna use poison. So
Okay.
This is
So I
a
can
whole-
spray if you hold the bucket.
Yes, but we got to be very careful to make sure this works. Yep, okay. So I will hold the bucket now. We got to be super careful. We have baby birds in that nest. Man, you just never know what we're getting into. do
Yes,
you,
we're
Hoj?
saving the baby birds today.
Yes.
No, we're
the
not going to
bees.
cut the branch. This is going to be the best way to do it. Watch what we do here.
Yeah, this will be the best.
So
way
Reed's
to
going
go.
to hold this bucket
I've actually
underneath
done
the
this
bees.
before,
Yep.
like this.
And then I
now
am
wait a minute.
gonna-
I got to make sure I catch all the bees.
Yep.
Okay, soak them up good. All right, so what we're doing, can everybody see? And I will soak them from this side.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
So we might be getting a little spray on the ends, but it's worth
Well,
it.
go ahead and back it up, and,
Yep.
and I'll
There
take
you
over
go.
with it because you got
Okay.
that side really good.
Yep.
And-
Go ahead.
Okay, we can
And
hold
it's
that up.
actually a decent sized ball.
No, this is a regular old swarm.
Yep.
7,000 to 10,000 bees here, guys. So what we're doing, this is a spray adhesive we're using. It's non-toxic, and it's making them so they can't fly around. And we're saving these baby birds. God
If you
damn
if
it,
you
never
can
know.
if you can hold it there, I can get them from the back.
Okay, I'm going to get as much as I can here.
Yep.
Around this side also. We're really soaking them up so they can't fly. Because we don't want them hurting these baby birds. This is a non-toxic spray.
Okay. Do you have the bucket?
Yes,
Here,
I
let
do.
me get the tail.
All right, very good.
Get the back side.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, and the birds look okay.
The birds are fine. No bees down there at all.
Yep.
That's
None yet.
amazing.
But
This one-
we can't let them blow up.
No, we got to keep spraying them, and they'll start dropping. And as they drop, we have to
Spray the
keep
ones
spraying
behind them.
Yeah, spraying them once again. All right, let me get them
Yep.
from this side.
Hold on, I'm dropping here. I gotta
Let me
get the
them from
inside.
oh, there you go. Okay, keep
Yep.
getting them then. We're trying to keep as many from flying around as possible. Get them over here more. There you go. That looks good.
Okay, we're running out of spray here.
All right, I'm gonna hold this. You get another one.
Okay.
Okay, so and that'll let it. So there's baby birds here, everybody. We didn't know that we had baby birds when we got here, but we certainly do. Here, let me get them a little bit from back over here.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank
I got
you.
the bucket.
All right, very good. You got it?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
All right, because I got my thing organized here. There we go. All right, I gotta get in here. Now we're catching all of them. This is a real delicate situation, not a standard swarm removal. We really never have any idea what we're getting into.
Yeah, usually with a swarm we'll use poison on the inside. We'll coat the outside and then insert a straw and put poison.
Near this bird.
Yeah.
This baby bird.
So we're just doing this with glue today.
Spray adhesive. We're not getting any on the birds either, of course. You know.
No.
All right, here.
All right. You want me to get the back?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
You want to get the back over there? Here we go. Here comes some. You want to get. See, they're dropping right here. There we go.
There we go. Okay, let me get the inside.
Yep. There you go. All right, very good. So we're basically soaking these guys up. If their wings are stuck together, they can't fly, right?
Right.
So we are saving.
Oh, I'm getting them on top.
There are no problem with the baby birds. No problem at all. All right, now you want to spray in the air above.
Yep.
Above it.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. And I'll hold this here so the birds are okay. All right. All right, now hold on a second because I got to knock these down. We got to get rid of the rest of them. We might actually, yeah, there you go. They're really well stuck. So these bees there are none down here by the baby birds. So that's good because they're all up here where they thought their new house was. If that's
okay, I'm spraying them in the air.
Okay, you know we should actually do. Can you hold this a second?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, then sprays in the bucket behind you.
Very good.
Do your thing.
All right, have you got it?
Yep.
Okay, I gotta get some leaves out of the way.
Yep.
Oh, this is working really well, actually.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got almost all of them here.
Maybe we should cut that branch and pull it out.
I'm wondering too, just to make it safe.
Yep.
I really am not too keen on using a sawzall though.
Right, I hear you.
With the baby bird thing.
Yep.
And
well, maybe we just break it with our hands.
Well, it might be. They seem kind of.
Actually, I think you've got the right idea.
I'm making room. Yeah.
Yeah. That seems to be good.
Kind of taking it little by little here, so I don't joggle any down onto the baby birds. Yeah, baby bird. Okay, so it's not a partridge in a pear tree. Boy, that shocked the hell out of me when we walked up and
good eye.
took off.
Yeah.
And then we saw the baby birds. You really gotta watch everything when you're doing this shit, right?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Oh, come on. Man, I tell you, this is a tough one.
Yeah. I know we've got clippers in the truck too.
We do?
Yeah. Those wire snips would probably do the job.
They're pretty. Damn. This is really working well, actually. You want to take a look at the birds and make sure they're okay?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to observe this from another angle. So be careful, don't juggle that branch, of course.
Right. They look okay.
Okay, good.
Although there is a bee in there.
A dead one?
No. There's a few live ones in the nest.
Okay, can you pull them out?
Yep, I got one of them out.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right, so this is actually working really well because I have actually seen and tried to do removals where baby owls were involved and they actually killed the baby owl. So with us holding this here, they're not going below the bucket, which is really wonderful. There are bees going up here above the bucket and landing behind where the most of these were. So that's really working out well.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about that because if they land back up here, then we can knock them down straight adhesive and make this safe for the baby birds. Man, you just never know, do you, Hosh?
Right? Crazy.
Yesterday it was baby kestrels.
Right?
All right, so keep an eye out here. Okay, we got a bee. Hold on, I got to get this bee off the nest. There, it went away.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yep. So the baby birds are okay. Now, if you got that spray adhesive, I'm going to knock some of these down back here. Oh, that's a good job of cleaning that shit up.
Yep.
Have you got that spray adhesive?
Mm-hmm. Right here.
Thank you.
Hold on, let me get these bees off my gloves.
Okay. Man, yesterday we had
okay, there you go.
baby kestrels, which are a bird of prey.
Interesting trend, right?
Well, you just never know where these nasty bees are going to land. But we're trying to keep them off these baby birds, which we're doing a good job so far.
So far, so good.
Yeah, there's nobody in the nest. No, I mean no bees.
Yeah.
Wow. So much for a partridge in a pear tree, huh?
Right.
So this non-toxic spray adhesive, we're keeping it off of the baby birds, of course. We're knocking down a buttload of these bees.
Yes.
All right, now I'm going to pull this out, and we're going to let the bees coagulate back where they were, because that's what they'll do. So here, let me get these guys. Some more of them knocked down. The baby birds look all right?
Hello, let me check them.
Boy, that's 2 days in a row of birds and the bees.
Yeah.
So these bees will land. I mean, there's just absolutely no way, if we would have clipped that branch with them on it, it would have been a bomb going off.
Of course.
They would have been everywhere. How do the baby birds look?
So far, so good.
All right, good.
They're breathing.
Okay.
Everything's
Well,
okay.
Yeah, they didn't get stung.
Nope.
All right, I'm actually going to hold my hand above them, just so no bees land on them.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to find out what it sounds like when doves cry. What?
Oh, that
What?
is a country song in there. Good God.
Oh, look at those assholes.
So these baby birds are doing great.
Yes.
They're doing great. Don't joggle too much.
Right. I just want to get close. See, what's happening is, of course, they're balling up all over the branch.
Okay, I'm protecting. I got my hand about 6 inches above these baby birds. We don't want to put any scent on them or anything.
Right.
You don't want to touch baby birds or anything. Oh, they're all coagulating there, aren't they?
Yeah.
God, mighty you guys. Killer Bee Nation, it's always something. You know, this type of thing makes me nervous as hell. Animals, baby birds, of course, and also really populated areas where we got looky-loos and people walking around, or farm instances. Have you watched Funny Farm? Is that up yet? Funny
What's that,
Farm. It was
Funny
a
Farm?
live stream on
Well,
YouTube.
on TikTok,
It was a live stream on YouTube.
No, we couldn't. We didn't have any signal.
Didn't have
out
any
there.
signal?
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll turn it into.
It's
one.
going to turn into shorts. But anyway,
Yeah. It's in shorts. It's in shorts on TikTok right now.
okay, I got to protect these
But that
little
was
baby
actually
birds.
also a similar situation.
Okay,
Here, do you want me to do it? I've got a good angle of it.
Okay, great.
Start knocking these guys
Yeah,
down.
I didn't get that thing pointed right. So I'm going to protect these baby birds with my hands, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Just short. We don't need a ton of it.
Okay.
But I'm protecting these baby birds from every. Oh, there we go. You know what?
What?
We need to get the bucket again,
Okay.
or a fresh one so it doesn't weigh as much.
Okay. Will do.
Okay.
All right. I'll run. You want to keep the cameras here?
Yes. Hold on. I got to make sure these guys are okay. They look like they're good, don't they? I don't see any bees in
No,
there.
we're not chopping the tree down. There's baby birds in the
No,
tree.
see, we got baby birds here. We can't.
We're trying to protect these.
There's 2 baby doves, it looks like.
Yes.
All right, let me hand. You want to hand that to me?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
On the other side. There we go.
There you go. Okay, I'll be
All
right
right,
back
so-
with another bucket.
All right, we got a fresh bucket that doesn't weigh as much, and so we can protect the baby birds as we're getting these bees down. So anyway, I hope everybody can see okay. I know you've seen the baby birds. I tell you, we just never know what the hell we're getting into. And all these bees that are flying around, there's just so many factors to be sure of when we're doing this. There's no bees in the nest or anything. This is really working well, guys. Let's see if everybody can see what's going on here. So I'm protecting these baby birds with my hand up a few inches above the nest. Can everybody see that? So we're saving the baby birds. To hell with these killer bees. Man, so damn dangerous. Jeepers. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We're gonna have to clean our lenses. I can see spray adhesive on them, but these baby birds, they're doing fine. The baby birds are doing great. I hear mom. Did you hear that chirp
Yeah,
chirp?
I did.
All right, so I'll
There you
hand
go.
you this back. Here,
Good.
let me, hold on. There you go.
Yep.
Got it?
Yep.
All right.
So we've got another bucket here.
We got a fresh bucket so it doesn't weigh as much. Me. And I'm going to still put my hand over them, and we're going to knock down some more of these remnants.
Yep.
We're going to try it. There we go. Now that looks much better. I feel much
Good.
better about this. Yeah.
Good. Okay, ready?
Yep. Go ahead and.
Here we go.
Yep. So this is working really well. These are the type of situations that I have to decide what the hell's to do with, because these bees are deadly, and there's enough bees in that ball to kill a dozen horses, let alone baby birds.
Right.
You know. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
there
and
was-
probably a single sting or
Oh,
two
would kill them.
would
Yeah.
kill the
Well,
little guys.
One sting would kill these poor
Yeah.
little things. Yeah. But they're doing good. They're cuddling together. They're waiting for us to get out of here so that Mom can come back. And this is working really well now.
I'm going to give that a minute and knock some of these down out of the air.
Yep. Okay, behind us. Yeah. And there is a ball you saw further back, right?
Say it again.
Can you hand me that? I've got a good angle.
Okay, good.
Or a different one or whatever.
Go ahead.
That doesn't make any difference.
Yep.
Because I can get this from the back here. You got it?
Yep.
Okay, that worked out really well. All right. And we're not going to put the undercoating on. You want to?
Right.
You want to? Actually, we'll just give it a minute.
You want me to shake these down a little bit?
Yeah, we may as well. I want to get them in the bucket. I don't
Well,
want them falling on the
here's
baby
one.
birds. Yeah,
Yep.
break them off.
I'm going
right?
to break all these.
I
Yeah.
can't see what the hell is going on at all because I don't
Yeah.
want to disturb the branch that the birds are on.
Right.
Yeah,
I'd
they're
love
not-
to just.
I don't-
I'd love to cut that there.
Well, now we might be at a stage where we can because it's not going to break,
Yeah.
and without disturbing everything.
Right. Okay. So we'll just keep doing
We'll
this.
just keep doing this for now. But this is working fine.
Yep.
This is working good. We're not
Yep.
going down.
Now I don't see nubbins.
No, then they hadn't decided to live here.
Yep.
Hold on, let me take a look. Now we look good down it. Oh, there's one bee on the here. Can you hold that for a second?
Yep. Hold on.
Damn, there's a bee on the nest. Can you hold it?
Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. Go
Got
ahead.
it?
Yep.
You want to hold it up there, please?
Yep, you got
it. I want to catch anybody that's falling, but I got a bee on the nest, and I can't have that. So let me get in here gently, and it looks like the bee fell off. Oh, no, there it is. I got to get it off of there. Because they will, of course, sting anything and anyone. They're evil. These killer bees are, okay, the nest is undisturbed. That looks great. I got that bee out of there.
So we know these are killer bees because 25 years ago, laboratory scientists in Tucson confirmed that 100% of the feral, unmanaged honeybee colonies in the state of Arizona were Africanized, aka killer bees. So we don't ask questions anymore.
No.
We just kill them.
And why
For
would you
25 years, they've dominated, and we don't bother to risk it. Yeah, we don't even bother.
I mean, why would you risk it? It's like playing with the devil, which I'm good at. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we're going to let them gather up again and see if any more gather up. We're really doing good.
The thing is, even if they were regular honeybees, which they're not, I promise you, it doesn't matter. Honeybees are not an endangered species, and in fact, they're invasive to the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, honeybees don't belong here. Did you know there were no honeybees in Arizona before 1872?
Yeah.
No honeybees in Arizona. No honeybees in the Western Hemisphere before the early 1600s. So it's a complete bunch of nonsense. But, I mean, we do need honeybees to keep monoculture going, right? Big agriculture. You know, if you want to...
How can bees be invasive? Honeybees were brought to the Americas by colonists.
They're called European
in the
honeybees.
17th century.
They aren't called Southwestern honeybees.
Yeah, they didn't evolve here.
No, they didn't evolve here.
But that doesn't matter. These are killer bees. So they're honeybees that were Africanized in a laboratory in Brazil in the late 50s.
Be careful. I want to see these again.
And then they, escaped and
Hold on.
took over, and now all of the honeybees, and all of the unmanaged honeybees, all the wild honeybees in Arizona are now killer bees. They're Africanized. And it's been that way here for 25 years. Well, they didn't fly all the way from Brazil. They took over Brazil, and then they spread to Central America and South America. So 100% of the wild honeybees in South America are killer bees. 100% of the wild bees in Central America and Mexico are honeybees, and also Brazil.
Okay, we're doing good. Doing good.
They look like honeybees. They look the same as honeybees. You can't tell by looking. You tell by genetic testing. But see, we did all of that genetic testing 25 years ago in Arizona.
Right.
So we know every swarm we cross, every hive we cross, every colony we
encounter. Every bee you see on flowers is
every
a killer
wild
bee.
honeybee in Arizona is
So
Africanized.
this is
aka
really
killer
working
bees.
well, guys. We saved the little baby bird.
Oh, good. They're doing great.
Yep.
No, we're not going to remove the branch. We're gonna let it be.
You know what? A lot of these that are flying around now are drones.
Yes, I see that.
And
a
they
lot
can't
of
sting.
drones.
They can't sting.
A lot
The
of
males,
drones.
which are the
They're
drones,
in Honduras.
they're
Absolutely.
they're in Honduras. Oh my God.
That's all you've got down there.
The males can't sting, so I'm glad to see a lot of those around. They are hangers on there, like the groupies of a swarm or a hive.
Every
They'll
wild
follow 'em.
honeybee in Arizona is a killer bee.
Every unmanaged
Every
feral
wild
hive.
honeybee. Some people requeen and take care of hives, and I don't know if there's any professional beekeepers in Arizona.
Yeah, there are.
There's big.
Oh yeah, there are big guys up
big
by
guys
Phoenix. Oh
up
yeah,
north.
yeah, that take them around for pollination and stuff.
Yeah.
There's some real big ones actually.
Yeah.
That I'm good. I mean, friends that I've met and stuff. And so, okay, we're gonna back off a little bit and let these guys coagulate back up there.
Right.
I saw one time where these a bird nest kind of like this was at the entrance to a house, eaves of a house, on a little ledge sticking out there, and this bird had built a nest there.
Yeah.
And when I went to, the bees had moved in behind them, all right, but the baby birds were right in the flight path. And so it pissed me off so much because I got there and I saw the nest, and usually when I see a nest like that, it's empty. Now I looked in there with 3 dead baby birds.
Yeah,
so
it happens all the time.
Just pisses me off.
Yeah.
These bees are horrible. They're
Yeah.
just horrible. So I want to make sure the babies are okay and they look fine. And we're going to back off now and let these bees coagulate back up there, because they're going to go back up to where they were. See, the reason they're going to go back up to where they were.
Oh yeah, we carry
And we're
EpiPens.
going to do it one more time. We can do it one more time with you.
Yes. Yes.
Is because we didn't use any pesticide or anything. So that is all they know. It doesn't smell bad or anything because we used a non-toxic spray adhesive. So they're gonna, all these bees flying around here are gonna go back up there, and left alone they would die off one at a time, because bees are like individual cells of an organism.
Hey, Lee Ramsey said he just found a map with a 2023 map, updated saturation.
Of killer bees?
Yeah, please send it to
Oh,
us,
can
Lee.
you email that to me?
Yeah, curious what they're
Yeah,
saying.
killerbeeguy@gmail.
Yeah, email it to killerbeeguy@gmail.com, Lee.
Man,
Thanks so
you
much.
see all these bees farting around now? If you stand back here, Hosh, you can get a better view of
Yep, yep.
I just want to show everybody what you see. They're all just kind of disturbed, and a lot of them are males. And I can tell from a distance, even in flight, if they're males or females. I can't tell if they're Africanized or European, but I can tell if they're male or female, because the males are a lot bigger, and they're big fat jobs and they fly slower. So I can see that. Males don't sting. I'm happy to see those. But see, these bees are just confused. They're going to go right back up to that branch, and then we can knock them down, and the baby birds are safe. But when we first got here, Hosh, and we were looking at those guys, and all of a sudden, I just, this bird took off.
Right.
I wasn't sure what the hell it was.
Right.
And, it was like, oh, what now? I'm always
Yeah.
looking for snakes and shit,
Yes.
And then I looked down,
Yeah.
and there were the baby birds.
Yeah.
And I can't even see what kind of bird it was, honestly.
It was a
but
dove.
It was a dove?
Yep.
Yeah, they're baby. Well, I don't know what a dove is sitting on baby chickens for. I just don't understand. There's ostriches in there.
Yeah.
Did you guys ostriches?
Now,
No,
somebody
anyway.
was saying they're from AZ, or they live in AZ. Maybe they're new to the state. I don't know. And they've seen bees, but they've never been attacked. Well, a foraging honeybee
Better not
is
attack.
not going to attack you. And the day that
Not yet,
the
anyway.
foraging honeybees start attacking people, we've got a
we're
serious
screwed.
problem.
We're going into the fashion bee suit industry.
They attack when they feel like their colony is in danger.
And you don't know what that is. You see, that's the problem. You don't have to kick the hive anymore. It can just be the color of your shirt. So one day everything is fine, and that's the problem, is they are a bomb waiting to go off. You just don't know how short that fuse is. Okay?
Yeah.
So you living with them? No, you can't do it. Even legally, you can't live with them in the
Right.
state of Arizona
Right.
unless you're a beekeeper. And so if you're not a beekeeper, legally you cannot live with these things. You cannot have them in your yard. If you have bees under your shed, Arizona Revised Statute 36-601 states that if you have an unmanaged feral hive on your property, legally you have to have it removed in the state of Arizona. It's a liability thing. I'm an expert witness, and every case I've ever been on, the person with the bees loses, unless they were, and if they knew, there is no living with them. That's basically what it boils down to. There's no living with them.
Yeah, we don't recommend hobby beekeeping.
No, hobby beekeepers
Anywhere
are
in
about
the
the worst, because
US.
they claim to know everything about it, but they don't. And it's adorable. I was one. I was the biggest bee hugger in the world. I was a hobby beekeeper. Thought I knew everything, and then these guys moved in, changed the entire world. Unfortunately, a lot of beekeepers are going to get hurt and killed
Yeah.
before this is said and done, because
yeah.
they're in denial about these
And I
killer
know
bees.
there are a lot of beekeepers.
It's sad, but-
There are a lot of hobby beekeepers or small farms, etc. They're keeping some bees, and And they do know about Africanization, and they're concerned about it, and they're paying attention about it. You got to make sure you're requeening. Now, the professional beekeepers, they requeen all the time, and they raise their own queens in-house.
Man, these baby birds, you want to show them the baby birds
Yeah.
quickly? They're doing really good, guys. Mom will come back. We did not.
Oh, yeah, no, there's no bees on the nest. Everything looks okay.
Yeah. Now, you got drones all around you. I'm really glad to see that. because
Lots of drones.
Drones are harmless. They can't even sting, right?
Joe, thanks for being with us, man. Yeah, we're here to educate, we're here to entertain, we're here to exterminate. We do all these things.
Mitigate.
And to mitigate the threat. Plus we extract the honey, right? So, but we're definitely wanting to educate people about killer bees and the threat of Africanization, because it's becoming a national problem in the U.S.
They're in Alberta, for God's sake.
And they're in Alberta, so now it's an international problem, right? They're in the UK now, they're in Ghana now, and other places we just haven't heard about. So anyway.
And Elfrida.
Oh, cool, Lee. Thanks a lot, man.
Did he get that out to us?
Yeah, he did.
All right, thanks, Lee.
Now we're going to hang out here probably and spray down as much of these remnant bees as we can, because we want to make it as safe as possible for the mother to come back and brood on those baby doves.
Man, we did that really good, you know, Hosh, because there's no bees on that nest. Whenever we come across situations like this where there's a lot of animals around, way too close, it scares the hell out of me.
That's where the stress comes in.
That is, you know, that's so weird. After 30 plus years of doing this, dealing with the bees themselves, if we're in the middle of nowhere and you look at, you know, Portal to Hell or Bees Gone Bad or Worst Bees Ever, any of those, we're in the middle of nowhere and they're nuts. It's kind of fun.
We don't care.
No, it's kind of fun.
It's a good time.
Because we trust our suits.
Right.
Which, by the way, came from Mel and Dan up in Blue Water Cafe.
Thank you, Mel and Dan.
And
Thank
honestly,
you, Blue
they are
Water
the best
Cafe.
suits that I think I've ever had.
You know what? I was really loath to give up that old one.
Well, you had 4 inches of damn Velcro.
I loved
it was
it.
like a
I loved
contortionist act for him to get out of his suit every time. He was like,
But it was effective, and I liked how baggy and messy it was. But I'm down with this one.
no, this thing we don't need. Remember the days Gorilla Tape every day?
Oh, everything was
and
Gorilla
duct tape
taped
every
up.
day?
These things are tight.
These are awesome, man.
Yeah,
These
they're
are
great suits.
So
Thank
are
you,
Mel and Dan on? Are they watching?
Yeah, I did see Melody.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I saw Mel when she first
Right on,
was on.
right on. Anyway, we're touting a Blue Water Cafe, and they got us on the menu. Yeah, because they put our honey in their pies, so it's really awesome.
They can survive in the Midwest. Think of it this
yes.
way:
Oh, yeah.
wherever European honeybees can live, wherever feral European honeybees can live, wherever you find wild European honeybee hives,
if they can survive there,
these critters can thrive there. They'll do better. They're a better bee. In terms of survival in the fittest, these things will win every time against a European
hive. They were bred
hive.
to be better at everything, not just making honey and whatnot. Of course, when they bred them, specifically for this, these are man-made. These are Franken bees. They didn't know that they were going to be so damned aggressive, or they might not have done it. Well, they probably wouldn't have done it. They were looking for more honey production, which they got, and disease resistant. Those were the 2 things they were looking for. Well, they got those. They got everything else too.
Yeah, the haze is from spray adhesive, and we'll clean that in the truck after. I'm not going to wipe it now. But thanks for letting us know.
The penthouse look with the Vaseline on.
Yes, anyway, Vaseline on the lens.
Yes, it makes me look. Takes my wrinkles out. So there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, it's the beauty filter.
It's a beauty filter. It's the beauty filter. Oh my God. Anyway, and if you guys.
They have different density. That's right. You got it. We call it saturation rate.
Yeah, right. You're right.
They're in all the lower 48 states.
Different percentage of wild hives Africanized.
Now, I don't think they're ever going to be. I don't think they're ever, even if a colony were to make it to Alaska, like hitchhike on a plane or get up there on a boat or something, a wild hive wouldn't survive an Alaska winter. I could be wrong. They could adapt,
so. No,
but I don't think a wild.
Honestly, because I don't know of any wild European hives up there. It's just too short of a growing season. Not enough nectar can be collected, and too harsh of winters. That's my understanding of it. I don't know. I've never been wrong before, so that's kind of nice. Anyway, so yeah, we figured out our membership thing on YouTube. So if you want to become a member, please do, because that really helps us at any level. It really helps us with our day-to-day operations. Hey, look at, we got the handsome man over there. Hosh, check it out. We got the handsome man over there. There's Terrence. Hey, buddy. Are you watching? Have you got us on, bud?
Yeah, he does. I
Okay,
can
well,
hear
don't
him.
come any closer yet. We'll meet you out front and get your handsome face on the tube here, buddy. Did you see the baby birds? Oh, hell yeah.
You don't have to worry about me getting close.
He said you don't have to worry about me getting closer. We saved the baby birds, Terrence. All right, brother. Yes, indeed, man. Holy cow, huh? Little did we know where we were getting out of those
Oh, it's
babies.
very, very common for them to kill
Horses.
Animals. Large animals, small
Wild
animals. Wild animals.
just
we
domestic.
find dead animals in hives often.
All the time, yeah.
Petrified.
A lot
It's
of
real
rodents,
interesting.
lot
Not
of
petrified,
rodents,
but mummified. Yeah.
a lot of rodents and owls for some reason.
Yeah, but they kill dogs all the time.
Oh yeah.
Every season, multiple
Yep.
dogs, horses, goats, hogs, livestock, people.
So these bees are so confused.
They kill people.
Let's let them gather because these bees are left over. It's so awesome because they're so confused.
Speaking of which,
There's no ball of them yet.
I went down to Jem's yesterday,
Oh, it's a feed store here in.
and she told me that James comes in there frequently.
James.
The guy from Hereford that got stung
Oh
up.
wow.
And
Well,
I said, well, how's he doing?
Yeah.
And she said he's limping.
Well, limping, man.
He's
I'm
like,
lucky
he's just a
walking.
shell. I mean, he's not healthy.
Well, no,
He's
he got
hurt.
stung like
He's
a
hurt.
1,000, 2,000 times.
He's injured.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
get stung that much. This was a guy in Hereford that got attacked.
So if the bees don't kill you, they can debilitate
Well,
you.
it also exacerbates existing conditions, so it never goes away. An old rancher friend of mine out in Rodeo, New Mexico, got stung about 8 years ago. Was on his bulldozer out in the field, I don't know, getting rid of some junk or something, and there was a hive in there, and he got stung, I don't know, 1,000 times or something like that, and it took 8 years to kill him.
Yeah.
But it was because of that
Oh, yeah.
incident, because of that venom
Rodeo.
that killed him.
Yeah.
And the thing is it exacerbates existing conditions.
Right.
So this is kind of opportune, actually, because
Yeah.
we're kind of waiting for these bees to find a place to ball up so we can make it safe for the baby birds. But, okay, so when I say it exacerbates existing condition, any condition you had even underlying, it will make it flower. It will make it bloom. Like if you were pre-diabetic, you'll get diabetes. It
Or
may
if you
not
have
be tomorrow.
precancerous cells,
Precancerous
you're gonna
cells,
move into cancer.
dementia turns into Alzheimer's.
Right.
It's well documented that kind of level of bee venom it weakens your immune system immensely. Of course, I mean, everything you've got goes to. There was a male bee that was flying around here. If you just
Sure,
saw.
there's definitely a psychological impact. Absolutely.
Oh my God, it's the nightmare of nightmares.
Yeah.
I mean, James was swinging for 20 minutes from a branch 60 foot up,
Yeah.
fully attacked, screaming for like 10 of it,
Yeah.
and then went unconscious.
Yeah.
And some superheroes went up, saved his life, and we weren't there. We weren't on site or anything. But a hive, he was trimming trees for somebody down on the river, and he got into him. Man, what a nightmare!
Yeah.
And that happened in Ohio.
Yes.
In
Austin.
Austin,
Well,
Ripley.
in Ripley, Ohio.
Yeah, the
a
guy's
young
name was
guy.
Austin.
Yeah, young
He
guy.
was trimming tree also.
Early 20s. Took like 5,000 stings.
Yeah, I mean, just insane. How it takes 500 stings to equal a rattlesnake bite. How do you survive 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000? I guess you don't. It just takes a long time to kill you.
And then
it's
we're
horrible.
we're in May right now. It was in May last year that a tree trimmer in Austin, Texas was stung to death in the harness.
Well, that's right.
And that's out
That's
there where
right.
Texas Bee Works
Yeah,
is.
that's right. Yeah, that's where they, oh man, can't
Yeah.
even go there.
So, you know,
But
you got to wear a suit. You got
gotta
to
wear a
suit up.
or just don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're a beekeeper, please get a good suit. Don't trust them anymore. And that's what happened with that gal who had bees up the gulch a year ago. You can't tell by looking at your hives. Of course you know that. You can't tell by looking if they're Africanized. You can't tell by looking. And so it's too late. That's what killed that beekeeper in Connecticut. He had 2 hives. An old guy, he had a net on, t-shirt, no gloves, just like I used to. And he went out, and one of his hives was hot, or Africanized, is what we call it. And they killed him. He didn't make it back to the truck.
Yeah.
That's how vicious these guys are. That's what I saw these baby birds here today. Just basically scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this changes the whole game. This is a whole new world. You know, this is ridiculous. So anyway, please, if you guys want to go to YouTube, and you can check out our full-length vids there. All of our shorts are on TikTok, and they're just awesome also. Hosh is doing our editing, and but if you want to become a member on YouTube, that would really help, because we got 3 different levels, and killer drone, killer worker, and killer queen bee, of course. And so different benefits and all that shit with them, but really helps us with our day-to-day operations. It really does. And speaking of that, is Don on?
I have not seen yet.
Don
if
Shar, a
Don's in
buddy of
there,
ours
yeah.
from Pennsylvania, he really wanted us to upgrade our phone system and our camera system, right? Because we have to use our phones with our cameras because we're live streaming. All right, so I don't know of any camera that has a SIM card in it, so that's why we had to do that. And so he bought us. We received them yesterday. 2 brand new. I mean, this is just amazing to me, guys. You guys are so awesome. We love you, the Killer Bee Nation, the family. We love you guys so much. He bought us 2 brand new Google Pixel 7 Pros. Yes, with 512 gigs.
We're psyched.
I mean, it's just, that is the Cadillac. That they come with power steering, air and brakes, convertible moonroof and sunroof, 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and 2-wheel drive.
Yes.
Anyway, all of it. And so, of course, like I told him last night on the phone, we're trying to figure out which end is up on the damn things. But we got to take them to Verizon today and get them. You know, they have eSIM now. You don't need to put a SIM card in. I didn't know that till last night. And so we've got to get those on our Verizon plan, and you're going to be seeing some seriously good shit because they have macro. We can get in super close and see the hair on a bee stinger. I can't wait. It'll be so much fun. And also telephoto and all that. It's just, these things are a Cadillac. So thank you, Don Shar, buddy out there.
Yeah, thanks, Don.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And then, of course,
Everybody should be thanking Don.
and then everybody should be thanking Mel and Dan because we're live.
Right.
We have these new bee suits because of them. Last winter, they called us up and said they've been friends forever. They came to Bisbee and visited, and we took them on a nickel tour. And Mel wants to come back and get in the bee suit.
Yeah, Melody's on here.
At least maybe once. We'll see if she's still speaking to us after that.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Anyway, last winter they called us up and said, we just love what you guys do, and we use your honey and all that shit. If we got you a couple new bee suits of your choosing, and we had some nice patches made, would you wear them? I was like, fuck yeah. Let me show him yours. Let me show him Hosh's patch. He's got his on his front pocket there. Yeah, isn't that cool? So, yeah, excellent. Awesome shit, huh?
Yeah,
So,
man.
are you still scared?
Terrified.
Oh, I can tell.
What am I scared of?
The song. And a killer bee in a pear tree. In a pear tree. This is a pear tree. We had killer bees. How do they look, Hosh?
Right, the birds are perfect.
And awesome.
These are
They're not coagulating anywhere yet that I can
almost
see.
Done.
I think it's about done, all right. I'm just scared about the baby birds,
I think we're good. I mean, it's just a question of how long it's going to be before Mom can get back in here.
Well, probably about as soon as we leave.
Yeah.
I mean, she is a mother. She ain't afraid of shit.
A little bit more?
Well, you know what? Let's gather stuff and take it out front. We'll talk to Terrence.
Okay, and then we'll come back.
And then we'll come back, and we'll
Sounds
bring
good.
everybody with us. And so, for now, we're going to kind of leave. Now that I know that the baby birds are safe, and I feel confident with that. Yeah, there's no bees down there at all. They're all kind of up there wondering who those handsome masked men were.
Yes.
And so we're going to go talk to out the front. Terrence, if you're watching, don't come back.
Yes.
Don't come any closer, buddy. And so we'll go talk to him and get our paperwork out, of course, and then take you guys with us, and then we'll come back and make sure the baby birds are okay before we sign off and go to our next one. We're going to a church in a little bit, and that is going to be more of a nightmare, actually. Yeah, it's not that miraculous. Get it? Okay, anyway. So, all right, well, let's go talk to Taryn, and yeah, what a man, we never know, do we?
Do we want to keep that here for after, just in
Yeah,
case?
oh yeah, and we'll keep this here too.
Yeah.
Just so we can, if they ball up anywhere, great. But, so they're not aggressive because the queen is gone and almost all the bees that are left over. You guys that are family have heard me, part of the Killer Bee Nation and members and all that, have heard me say 1,000 times, it's like a amputated limb. The bees that are left over are remnant bees. So they're going to die off, but we're going to make sure they die off a little quicker. So really good stuff, guys. I'm so happy about the baby birds. Let me make sure you don't have any on you here.
Thank you.
Rotate. Okay, and kind of late to the game. Would you check me?
Yeah.
Make sure I don't have anything.
Yeah, you got your hood off and everything.
I'm dumbass, I know. It's
Okay,
when we get stung. They look good?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Wow. and some killer bees in a pair. God damn it.
All right,
I
well,
should
thanks
put
for
my net
being
back
with
on,
us,
shouldn't I?
everybody.
Yeah, thanks for giving us. Let's go out in front and see if Terrence is around. Terrence, if you're
Isabel, I
watching,
can
come on.
see you. I know you got a question on there. Yeah,
Who did?
Isabel, has got a question. So whenever you're
Okay.
gonna ask it,
Hi,
she's a
Isabel. I
question
don't
for
know
me
why I'm
about
so handsome.
about modding,
About what?
about moderating. So
Oh, about moderating.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what we've been relying on mostly with is people who are part of the family has been with us a lot.
oh yeah, you can't pin a comment. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just answering questions and stuff like that, and then other than that, we've kind of cut down on the trolls and everything. Thank God,
Yeah.
because we're just here to educate people and all that. We don't care about religion, politics, any of that bullshit. We're here about killer bees and honey and yeah, saving people's lives and baby birds. Oh my God, what a deal, huh? Hey,
Please
Terrence,
go live at the church. Oh, go live at the church.
I'm not gonna go live at the. He grew up in the church, well, so did I. But Osh's dad was a preacher, so
Oh, don't tell
son of
him
a
that.
preacher man right there. I'll tell you right now. His dad was a preacher. Did I tell you that? And so you know that song, "Son of a Preacher Man"? That's the guy right
That's
there.
me. She was singing about me.
Look at this handsome devil. He's watching himself, watching us, watching himself.
Yeah, it's very meta.
Does it get any better than this? I'll tell you right now. Wasn't that crazy, man? I mean,
Yeah.
the baby bird shocked the shit out of me.
I know we got a lot of birds that
Well, bless your socks, man. But for that, here's the
Yeah, they're
damn
unholy
Satan up
bees
here,
at the
and
church.
the nursery down here is like, whoa, scared the hell out of me. But we saved them.
I appreciate it.
Isn't that awesome? And when when that dove took off, it was like I thought it sounded almost like a shot, because it was so fast, poof, like that. And I was like, because I'm always thinking snakes and shit, killer bees, and
It's an adventure when the
Danny, you're
pears
cracking me up with that. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh yeah. Terrence was just saying it's an adventure when the pears are ripening and the birds and the bees are on them and
Sure.
the wasp and everything else.
Sure, just
The
as long as
neighbors-
you don't
the
have a
neighbors are
swarm
horrible,
there.
aren't they? Got to keep the neighbors away.
I got great neighbors. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim. Leave my pears alone. Not great neighbors. Great.
That's right, Isabel. Thank you.
So, oh my God. So we got a bunch of people with us, Osh? We got the usual family and all that?
Yeah, it's winding down.
Right on. Well, so are we. We're going to a church after this. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And
That one out.
it's way up on North Carmichael.
Yeah,
All right,
all the wild honeybees in
And
Arizona
it's
are killer bees.
a big bowl of them on the outside of the church, and the inside's full of them. It's like, it's going to be
All the wild
yeah,
honeybees
so,
in Arizona are killer bees.
We'll have a baptismal in honey.
There we go.
That'd be, that's extra, but we'll do it, Anyway, so, all right, guys. Well, I think we're going to sign up for now so we can get this wrapped up. Should we go back around and you can show everybody
let's
the
check
baby
it
birds
out.
one more time?
Sure,
All right, very
sure.
good.
We're gonna go check on those
All right, you
baby
go take
birds.
them around. I'm gonna get
See how they're doing.
set up here, and we're good to go.
So here's what it comes down to. All killer bees are in fact honeybees. That's what they are. Killer bees are Africanized honeybees. They're honeybees that were bred in Brazil by crossing European honeybees with African honeybees to create Africanized honeybees, also known as killer bees. 100% of the wild honeybees in South America are now killer bees. This is a new phenomenon. It wasn't like this before. In fact, there were no honeybees there before. It's been since 1957. And then all the wild honeybees in Central America, in Mexico, Costa Rica, Panama, they're also all killer bees now. And in Arizona, and really the desert Southwest, 100% of the wild honeybees are now killer bees, which just means that they're hyper aggressive. Oh, I just chased off. What's going on with this? It's upside down. I just chased off the. There we go. Okay, so mom's back, and I think we're just going to let her be. They're balling up a little bit here. So we're going to go. We're going to go and let her take care of that. We got a few more bees buzzing around, but they're all remnant bees, and they're really, I don't think they're posing a threat to anybody. So it's over with. So anyway, yeah, do a little research. Google, Africanized honeybees. Google Africanization. It's a real thing. We're not making this up. And Reed's been fighting this fight down here since the invasion started in the 90s. So he used to be a beekeeper. He was a beekeeper and a mead maker. And that's how he got started. He had his own hives and was raising bees, they're keeping bees, I should say, and making mead. And then, they all went Africanized, and people started getting stung up. The worst stinging incidents in the U.S. Happened in 1998 in the Gulch in Bisbee. And so,
How's it going?
yeah, people just don't know how dangerous it is. Well, the mom was back on the nest.
Oh man, that's so
And I frightened her off again. What's that?
Did she fly off or no?
She did. She flew off again.
Stay away, then that's awesome.
So, but I think it's all good now.
Oh yeah, don't even go over there. I mean, we'll just
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. She'll
Yeah.
protect them. I had to get Taryn this free jar of honey.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so we're gonna take the clipboard around. This is the jar of honey. This is our 8-ounce mesquite, pure mesquite honey. So if you go to killerbeeguy.com, I got 20% off on these right now. If you type in KBG1, the number 1 not spelled out, in the discount section, you get 20% off. Honey, 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 honey. But I have to warn all the guys out there about killer bee honey. Got to warn you, buddies. It's good for your stinger.
Yes.
And
It's
what we
good for
do-
mine.
We
You'll
do
have careful. You'll end up
Okay,
with a kid.
that's the TMI, and that's the other channel. But we do have 100% honey back. Oh, never mind. I'll leave you alone. Anyway, so we're gonna give everybody that gets a bee removal gets a jar of honey, of course. So we're going to the church in a little bit here. Around an hour, so we'll see you guys back in a little
we'll
bit.
see you
Thank
over
you
there.
so much for coming with us on this.
The church is
missionary-
right here in Cerro Vista, so we'll be back.
The
on
church is
soon.
here in Cerro, so we're down to drive halfway across the damn county, which can take 3 hours, and so, but that's fine too. So join us for the church thing. I don't know what we're going to name that.
Yeah, we
one.
ship to the UK.
It's not miraculous. I mean, I don't know what
Apostolic bees.
apologetic, apostolic. It is an apostolic church, actually. I don't know what that means, but. Anyway, and if you want to go to YouTube and become a member, please do. It really helps us with our day-to-day shit, and it's not expensive or anything. I think we have one at $3.99 a month and one at $6.99, and then the $24.99 you get a jar plus all the other stuff that you get. You get a jar of honey shipped to you every month, but also with the higher ones, the 2 higher ones in the winter primarily when we're gonna have private sessions with members. All right, just sit down chats and Q&As and all that kind of thing, and how's everybody doing type of thing. So if it ever slows down, for God's sake. I'm so glad that the Dove is back on with Mom. That's awesome.
We're good.
That makes me feel so much. We did it. Man, that makes me nervous. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Go to killerbeeguy.com, get some honey, and we'll see you in like an hour. All right? So say goodbye, Hosh.
Hey, everybody, listen, if you got a ball of bees out in your pear tree, and you don't just let them be there, exterminate them. Killer bees are in all the lower 48 states, and you want to get rid of them. Don't even risk it anymore. Don't ever try to do a job yourself. We're professionals. We're licensed professionals in the state of Arizona. So definitely call an exterminator and get rid of your bees. And that's about all I've got to say. We'll see you at the next job. Later.